哦，我坐在哪里？超高。手一直要坐。我们明天晚上错了。OK。哇，不一样。嘿。
没有位坐哎。
你要坐哪里？我坐旁边。Okay. Let's start. Oh. 开始了。我是。好，来。我们开始打。好。我来打一场烟雨。什么的？耶！吓到我。听到吗？听到吗？好 ，OK。看一下。我还有什么水？我没有啊。用完了。有1260。哎呀，直接打了，没有时间了。升级。哎，不要了，不要了，直接打了。啊，我要选一个选项，我要调最难，超级巨星名人堂职业。超级巨星名人堂，名人堂啊，输就输。留意，我空了。 一个是主场。
So with all this success in the playground, do you have any other goals?
My goals for 2019 is just to continue to try and bring positivity and new things into the community.
And one last thing before I let you go, we do a 2K TV challenge, and today we are going to play some 3-on-3. So do you have any tips?
Get back on defense. A lot of people on the playground like to score off transition offense.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, they're struggling through some mid-season doldrums at this point. It's been a ragged patch of the schedule for them lately. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, Ernie.
哇，
Huge deals.
超级巨星，不知道会怎样。哦 ，Let's go。玩难度比较高的话，那个分数比较高。
If you still want to be a part of any upcoming event, please visit us online or at the ticket booth for available tickets. Once again, always
啊！啊！去哪了？去哪了？
Our broadcast tonight coming to you from New York City, amid all the hustle and bustle of the streets of Manhattan.
去哪了？
Welcome everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. The last time these two teams met, it was the New York Knicks who came away with the W against the Pacers. They come into this one feeling good about the matchup. They've taken both games so far this season.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
And before we get underway here, let's check over with David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Well, Kevin, he said overall he's been...
Okay, David, much appreciated. Clark, I'm certain for coaches and for players too, but certainly for the coach because he's got to moderate this, how he tries to keep his players focused every night in every game in the NBA. It's such a long season.
Yeah, it really is a long season, and you have to sprinkle and not spray if you're a coach. By that, I mean you can't use all of your material too early in terms of motivating. But the other thing is, you need not be motivating your players all the time if you're a coach. That's something that pro players should be doing themselves.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young and Turner up front. And it's Anthony in at the small forward.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
DJ kicks to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
拿出来多掌控。
Allison with it. Pass to Anthony. Over a reason. That one wide left. Here's New York. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3-ball the way they did.
And Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence, boy. Every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled. Wow.
Here's Collison. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Stolen by Cantor. Wells passes to DJ. Now here's Wells. He's covered closely. DJ dishes to Cantor. Ariza has the open look. Out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Collison kicks to Anthony. Over Ariza. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Now, here's Oladipo. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. The dish to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with the screen. 3-pointer. Turner. And Turner stays with it. Turner's got his first points of the night.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Now here's Porzingis. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Young, right side. Outside Turner. Outside Collison. Turner with the screen. Oladipo. The teardrop falls in. Oladipo's got his first bucket in this one.
Now that's remarkable work inside from Oladipo. Not afraid to go up against the big guys down low.
DJ kicks to Wells. The feed now to DJ. Passes it to Cantor. Outside Ariza. Puts it up from 17. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Oladipo outside. Out to Anthony. From the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Took him no time at all on that one. Anthony's got 5.
Anthony's pull-up shot is lethal, guys. Exceptional at shooting while in rhythm.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Foul?
Here is Collison. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans.
Oh, shit.
This one for 3. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Collison. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position. And the Pacers really have been one of the more consistent franchises in the NBA over the last 15 years or so. They've not won fewer than 32 games or drafted higher than 10th since 1989. That's a pretty impressive run of consistency.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. DJ number 1.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
DJ with it. He's covered by Collison. Over to the wing. And here is DJ. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. It's stolen by Anthony. And sticking right with it, gets the foul out of the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Now, here's DJ. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Up top, Oladipo. Pass to Collison. And the shot goes down.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Man, what determination from DJ would not be denied. Love how he forces his way through.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Free throw good, DJ.
Well, I really respect how DJ plays the game. I mean, he's got a fairly laid-back attitude, but it's a calming, confident presence on the court.
Now, here's Collison. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Young passes to Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a shot at the elbow. Oladipo misses.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Knicks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shabby Wells. 2 shots.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
Tell you what, Wells is not afraid to voice his choice, to speak his mind. I mean, he's an energetic personality who has the drive to be great.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And, you know, Miles Turner, a 5-star recruit coming out of Trinity High School near Dallas, was Big 12 Freshman of the Year at the University of Texas. And he keeps working, and he's getting better and better and has all-star potential.
And here's Anthony for 3. Here's Collison. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I tell you what, Collison, very tough to contain because he's so fast. An excellent foul shooter as well. You can't give him any cheap ones.
And Clark, you've been around the Pacers. What are your impressions of Miles Turner?
Great maturity for his age, humble, hard-working, hungry, smart, and I think he wants to be great. That's all good stuff.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, you played with so many players throughout your terrific career. What was the one trait that you found made a player easy to play with on the floor?
Well, I think it starts with skill and ability, and everybody has that in the NBA. But attitude and demeanor, unselfishness is kind of where I'm headed there. Desire to do what's needed and to recognize strengths and weaknesses. And then the other piece was this personality, a real joy.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Indiana also making some changes. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Anthony. Joseph comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's TJ McConnell in for Darren Collison. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doug McDermott, and it's DJ, and it's Felder in at the point. Turner with the screen. Here's Joseph. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Joseph's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pacers. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Spurs lit up the floor.
Yeah.
He ended up with 59 points, and the basket must have looked huge to him. He made 3 after 3 to pile up the points. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
Yeah.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And DJ has the ultimate respect of the defense when he's on the drive. I mean, when he attacks like this, he forces them to foul him.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Free throw good, DJ. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Turner with the screen. McConnell kicks to Joseph. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for the Knicks.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
And Joseph drops them both. Knicks trail by 16. Now DJ, 8 points for him.
Wow.
And too long on the shot. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. McConnell passes to Turner. Back to McConnell. Turner with the screen. High arcing shot.
Wow.
By Indiana. Tries yet again. And McConnell gets it to go.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the board.
DJ kicks to Gomez. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Joseph has an open look. They get the rebound. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the right side. Here's Joseph from 13 feet. It goes down. Joseph's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watched and think, hey, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Joseph's got 9.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Now here's DJ. He's got 8, drains the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
Hey, sometimes you just got to respect the fact he can make contested shots. DJ showing superb focus and concentration in the face of some pretty aggressive defense.
Kicks it to Joseph. Turner with a screen for Joseph. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
This is to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Young. Back to Bellinelli. Turner with the screen. Off the pick. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. Number 1, the Knicks.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And Indiana with a change here too. Forbes checked in. Turner with the screen. Here's McConnell. No good off the back of the rim. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against New Orleans.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
They set the pick. Here's Robinson. Kept alive, and there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. To the wing right side. Now, here's DJ. Not a lot of room. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by DJ. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
And, you know, DJ is always trying to get his guys going. If they're open, he finds them.
Now the pass to Forbes. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That'll be his second foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Hernan Gomez. The Pacers also with a sub. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Joseph. Feeds it to Robinson. He kicks to DJ. Another shot. Cantor. And it's sent back by Turner. They got him on the arm, but it's still canned.
Shooting one. That's his third versus the team's 4.
For New York, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Wells, he's checked in for K. Felder. A free throw off from Cantor. And we just had one of the closer MVP races in recent memory. Clark, do you define the MVP as a player with the most impressive stats, or the best player on the best team, or somewhere in between?
Kevin, to me, the MVP is an individual award. Clearly, we play a team game in the NBA, and a team's performance is part of that. But it's a small part of it to me. An MVP performance is one that not only has consistent, high-level statistical production, influences winning at a good rate, but also stands out in the magnitude of the moments this player has over the course of the season.
Yeah.
Those two things drive the needle for me as an MVP voter if I had such a vote.
His score, 15.
Clark, when you were playing, what was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal, was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2 hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoyed just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just kind of drift into a light sleep. But just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
Screen by Young. Fires the three. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Young inside. He's against Cantor. Here's Forbes. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. And I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
DJ dishes to Wells. DJ sets the screen for Wells. Pass to DJ. But they recover it. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Wells. Putting up about 22 points per, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. He's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for New York. From deep. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Got to respect how attentive to detail Wells is. He's excellent at feeling when one of his guys has a clean look.
Oladipo outside. Lets it go with a three. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's DJ. D right on him. And the shot goes in. DJ's got 16.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Indiana leading by 18. Outside Collison. Here's Young. The shot from the low post is good. 6 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
There's a screen by Cantor. Porzingis can't hit.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
He dishes it to DJ. Wells in the corner. DJ with it, on Collison. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, the defense has to stay down there. Can't let DJ fool you with the pump fake. When he does, they're roasted.
The Knicks have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, DJ.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So he gets them both. Here's Collison.
Oh
And
no.
the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his third foul so far. Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Oh, Susia.
It's Indiana with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And if they keep...
Thank you, Kevin. Another quick start here in this first half. What has been the key the last few games?
Oh, D.A., you know, my teammates have done a great job of getting me in a rhythm early on in the game. If I get a few touches early on, you know, I feel more engaged, and it builds from there. I mean, this whole team does a great job of believing in one another and setting each other up for success.
Well, so far, so good tonight. Thanks. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Here's Wells on the court for Indiana. Young and Turner up front. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Porzingis kicks to DJ. There's the dish to Cantor.
What?
Defensively by Turner.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. On that one, they were there.
Really good alertness from Young there, who was in perfect position on the catch and shoot.
Now, here's DJ, guarded closely. New York moving it around. Here's Oladipo, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oladipo determined that time to get to the basket and forced the defense to foul him by driving right in there.
First one falls for him. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
Now, here's DJ. He's covered closely. Pacers leading by 22. They get a hand on it. Turner. Wells grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's the feed to DJ. Passes it to Cantor. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got 6.
And DJ has great vision on these passes. Remarkable at getting the ball to his guys in their sweet spots.
Outside Collison. Oladipo for 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got assist number 7 for him tonight. DJ with it, working on Collison. And now Collison pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Collison's got his second basket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now here's DJ. He's guarded closely. DJ sets the screen for Wells. Right wing. Shoots the 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Gotta respect the long-range shot of Wells. Can certainly drain these perimeter jumpers.
Collison kicks to Turner. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lets it go from 11. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 8 points for Collison.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Kicks it out to Ariza. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And Ariza has great confidence in his shot. A dynamite catch and shoot player.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Yes.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Like how committed DJ is once he gets deep position now. He's going to it full. Exceptional at drawing contact in the post.
And New York making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Joseph comes in for Anthony. And it's TJ McConnell in for Darren Collison. McConnell passes to Young. McConnell kicks to Turner. There's the pick. Dishes it to Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McConnell. Again, Indiana.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the Knicks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Wells. Now, here's DJ.
Wow.
He's covered closely. Pacers leading by 22. McConnell kicks to Joseph. Tries again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
Turner with the steal. And a fast break now. The Pacers. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. Number 1, the Knicks.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And DJ throws it down.
DJ's a clever, smart player. When he sees a lane to the rim, he doesn't take his time, instead going straight to the rack.
Screen by Young. Off the pick. And, and he gets it back. Turner with a screen for Oladipo. Over Robinson. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 15.
And when Oladipo finds a comfort zone on the offensive end, man, he's hard to stop.
Riza. No good on the triple. The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Joseph with the ball. 10 points for him. They set the screen. McConnell passes to Oladipo. From deep three-point range, and the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. McDermott's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Knicks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Robinson dishes to Hardaway. And here is DJ. 21 points in the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And a moment to see numbers for Miles Turner. Averaging 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
Kay Felder's checked in for the Knicks. Good on both. And so here is Indiana. Now McConnell. He's got 8.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And Joseph kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. Off the screen.
Oh! With his athleticism, dunks like that are pedestrian for Young.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. DJ kicks to Felder. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's the teardrop. Bucket is good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
McConnell kicks to Oladipo. Turner with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Oladipo, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw.
Has really helped them seize control.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
Greg, we've seen it so often. I mean, when you're talking close games, it typically comes down to free throw shooting, and he was on target from the stripe. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And that one misses.
Oladipo's become a very efficient combo guard, somebody who can score the ball at a high clip as well as get the ball to open teammates when necessary.
And the Pacers with the for the Knicks. Porzingis is checked in for Hardaway, and DJ's subbed in for K. Felder. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a look at DJ's stats. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. The Knicks making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Now here's Joseph. D right on him. It's Turner, high post. Shoots over Cantor. The shot by Turner, no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot.
Outside for Robinson. There's a screen by Cantor. They get it back. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Cantor's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Anthony, the pass to Forbes. Over in the corner, Turner. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the Knicks making a change here. Wells is checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. To the wing right side. Ntilikina can't hit. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Anthony, a perennial all-star talent, specifically because of that scoring ability, one of the best in the business.
Porzingis kicks to DJ. Pass to Ntilikina. With the teardrop. Moves back up. Launches it. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ntilikina's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
There's a good screen. Turner dishes to Collison. Porzingis with the block. They get it back. That one good for 2. And that's now 18 points for Miles Turner.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Here's Anthony. Offensive rebound, Turner. Can't hit from in close. New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. DJ with it. He's against Collison. And there it is again from him. Shot good from DJ.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, you go back to Darren Collison's career at UCLA, very distinguished, and he's turned himself into a starting caliber pro, too.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Ntilikina. DJ with it, working on Collison. Good work defensively by Turner. And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. The pass to Anthony. Shoots over Cantor. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Indiana out in front, running away with it. And will return shortly. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, defensively, good job. Keep getting back. Transition, we're doing a good job filling the corners. Our spacing and movement screenings get to some good shots.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. We've got Wells, Trevor Ariza out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's McDermott, and it's DJ in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Back to Bellinelli, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid. And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
DJ with it. He's against Collison. Got a hand on it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
DJ passes to Quinn. Here is Forbes. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
The Pacers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And the foul called on DJ. That's his 5th foul.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. Got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Lee's checked in for the Knicks. Mitchell, he's checked in for Indiana. Outside Collison. Clock at 6. Here's Bellinelli, covered by Lee, and Bellinelli kicks to Mitchell. Gets an open look and hits.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
DJ dishes to O'Quinn. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. And Clark, we saw this a bit last season. When a team is up and it's garbage time, are there unwritten rules as far as shooting or scoring go?
I think you always want to play within the spirit of the game, the spirit of the rules, the respect of the game, and the respect of your opponent. So to me, that should be, you try to always do what's right and just and fair at all times. And late game situations create an environment where you want to always take the high road and play the game with a honoring attitude towards your opponents and the game.
There's a screen. Bellinelli for three, buries it from three-point range.
How about the fearlessness? And even in the face of the D, Bellinelli there makes him pay.
Kicks it to DJ. Back to McDermott, out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Feeds to Bellinelli. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Collison. Off the screen, and he drops that one in.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Now, here's DJ. He's tightly guarded. Now the Pacers moving it up. Pass to Leaf. And O'Quinn sends it back. And they get it back. Ariza outside. He feeds it to DJ. And he finishes nicely on the layup. DJ's got 14 points here in the second half.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Pass to Leaf. Here's Anabogu. Ariza covering. They set the pick. And Bellinelli kicks to Mitchell. Collison for three. Kay Felder's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And a change for the Pacers. McConnell's checked in. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Felder kicks to McDermott. Now here's DJ. Defense is right there. Here's O'Quinn. It's deflected. Clark, the current era is so connected to fans through social media. Just how much has that changed the NBA, do you think?
Well, I don't think it's just changed the NBA. It's changed our society and culture at large, and it's here to stay. I just like to see people productively and fruitfully use social media. And I would like to see less of the vitriol and hatred that is afforded for people to hide behind with their negative comments.
The first free throw is good. Robinson's checked in for New York. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's McConnell. Got a piece of it, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
To the middle. Shot from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Hey, I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Pass to McConnell. And the foul called on DJ. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And guys, at this point, he's probably better served to take a seat anyway. They've got no chance in this one. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Outside, Bellinelli, good. And McConnell gets the assist.
真是无法接受，没有球队这样。你看啊，他87次，我才67次，我投篮才67次，他就87次。我给3分差不多，3分呢，他算比较多，罚球我多啊，快攻得分就21分。 禁区内得分48，2次进攻，板凳球员50分啊，神经病！进攻哇，全部都比我打分，有没有搞错？讲完了，这么不平均啊！超级就11个，我的，这太不公平了。 我说进攻篮板，我要看进攻篮板，进攻篮板14个，神经病啊！哇，气死我！只有我一个34分，全部人没有超过10分的，全部都是超过10分，哇，气死！看那个投篮图片，啊！ 哇，内线73%。
Bellinelli's got 6 points in the quarter. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel. Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
不是多，也没有很多啊，也没有很多啊，我在忙，睡觉。
Hey, Shan.
Not now.
I was just thinking,
I said
man.
not
Hey,
now,
I'm just
man.
saying,
Look,
if you just
I'm not
didn't.
playing Monday morning quarterback with you 30 seconds off that embarrassment.
跟你吵架，而且也是你的，你自己没有发挥吧？我至少就上一场。哎，那今天就到这里吧。我也是睡了，我先处理它。哎，拜。